Hello, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Roberta Robbins, and here I am at the start of a new month for us with our foundations into what are we starting anew, what is going to be happening and birthing here in April as we start April, and what have we just left to come into something new. And all the other magical things and powerful things are going to be happening in April. So welcome. Thank you for tuning in here. As I do this, as I get to this video recording, I'm already a couple days into April. This month has just started so quickly, and we know that time is speeding up and speeding up and speeding up, right? We talk about this all the time, but I talk about this on my calls all the time into this channel, and we just gotta realize it's just gonna keep going like that, and who knows how time itself will untether, unravel, and what it will feel like for us in the future. So we made it through March. We made it through a 9-month energy with so much ending for us, so much being revealed, so much rattling within the collective system. It's going to continue to do that. But we have gone through some pretty big shifts. And March was all about asking us, what are we letting go of? What are we going to be realigning with? And it was like the energetic was us moving, stepping one foot forward, while still wrapping up some of the old stuff so that we can lift up that other foot so that when April arrived, we can land in with both feet. So here we are, a fresh start, a one energy month. We are in Aries season for the first approximately 3 weeks of this month before we move into earthy Taurus, which will happen on the 19th. So one energy, new beginnings. We started this month with a new moon, an Aries energy, which was all about what is it? Where are we going? What do we truly want? Fresh new start. Clean slate, a shaking off and letting go. And with it being Aries, in essence, springtime too, with all the freshness, the new birthing of plants and our essence and our energy starting to come alive again, and wanting to get out into the world and the beautiful warmer days and the longer sunnier days, all those things that just kind of start naturally waking us up. We have this Aries season that Aries is that start, that fresh new start of the zodiac wheel. It's the first position. It's the first fire sign. So we're in a masculine fire sign right now, mutable air energy, meaning wanting to clean out, clear the slate even more so that something new can be rebuilt. So we're coming in with all of this energy being so loud and such a high frequency that we're feeling in ourselves, in our body, in our mind. We can feel like there's just something we've passed through. We've walked through a portal, and here we are. What are we going to make of it? Now, of course, we're having a lot of solar flares too, which is moving certain things in ourselves, in us, around us. And so a lot of people are experiencing that energetic shift of what's going on out there, plus all of these things with the month, the season, the zodiac sign, the numerology, the new moon right at the beginning. I mean, it's bam, 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 right? There's just so much. So what else do I want to tell you about Aries? So I said, first sign, the zodiac wheel, fire, mutable, ruled by Mars. Masculine, wants to get moving, wants to get things done, wants to take control. And the aspect of, I would say, Mars and is that, has that aspect of the divine masculine, and what part will it move and dance with the light, the shadow, and where it's at. Takes a little bit more work, definitely here in Aries, because there's just this youthfulness. It's this young buck that wants to come out and play into the world, and there's so much like forward movement, forward action, the creation that wants to happen. So we are in Aries season till the 19th. And then the sun will move into earthy Taurus, into the bull, into the steady, fast groundedness of a Taurus. And then we'll move into the feminine, the divine feminine ruled by Venus. Venus herself is the planet, and the essence energy is very prominent, having a lot of things going on this month. We will feel her with us, the beauty, the sensuality, really focus on our relationships. So what else we got? We got that new moon, right? We kicked off this month with it. It was a portal energy in itself. We started the month with a 2 energy. So I'm noticing, that 2 is going to be with us in numerology, the number 2, partnerships, harmony, collaborations. We're going to see the 2s all over the place this year in 2022. We already see it within our year, but it's popping up all the time. And we start this month with the freshness, the newness, but yet harmony, collaborations coming together. We will end this month on a 4. That is the next number that I'm noticing is really prominent throughout the month of April, is the number 4. What are the new foundations going to be for us? What's new structure? How do we want to implement? How do we want to root and ground? Definitely as we enter into Taurus season, Taurus will help us be more anchored, be more grounded, right? The other number I'm seeing a lot in the month is 8 this time around. Last month, I found it was the 2, the 6, and the 9. This month is the 2, the 4, and the 8. And 8 is how are we mastering self-mastery within ourselves, all parts of ourselves. So the collaboration, the partnerships, the harmony with the 2, the new foundations, the new ways, and how are we mastering within the inner wisdom of our journey, which is perfect because we just went through a big journey, right? So new moon came in on the 1st at 2:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for some of you, it came in on the last day of March. It was 11-12 degrees. For any of you that follow this stuff in your natal chart, what is highlighting in Aries? So we're still working with it right at the start of the month here. 11-12 degrees. What was active? What's happening? Then our full moon is going to be on the 16th. And that is Libra full moon, and it's at 26-27 degrees of Libra. So you want to look at what that's going to be highlighting, what house, what area is it highlighting. It's going to be coming in peaking at 2:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with that 8 energy day. Mastery. How do we want to master? Now this full moon's in a Libra, so an air sign. So there's going to be a lot of thought and mind and clarity and things being illuminated to help us move forward. That new moon at the beginning of the month was all about fire, initiation, going through, right? It's like a phoenix rising kind of energetics there. Now, we are starting to get into our summertime eclipse season. This will be more of like a springtime eclipse season this year. At the end of this month, we will have another new moon on the 30th. So obviously a second new moon here in the people that are in Eastern Standard Time around there. This will be a second new moon for us, where last month other people would have felt that. So we have the new moon in Taurus on the 30th at 10 degrees of Taurus, coming at 4:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a 4 energy, perfect with it being in Taurus. So there's going to be more support on that end of that month, of this month that we're in, saying, here's some new foundations. Get grounded, get rooted, stabilize within yourself, because then you're stepping in to the next month into a 2 energy month. Plus, at that time, there's a Beltane portal, a sacred wheel of the year energetics that's turning on that same particular day. Right now, we have all planets are direct still until the end of the month. And on the 29th, we will get Pluto going retrograde. So, Pluto ruling Scorpio season, it's that Phoenix rising, which is interesting enough. There's that very Phoenix rising, which is kind of what we birthed from March to April with, but we got a support coming in that's much more grounded at the end of the month with Pluto coming, you're going retrograde. So there's going to be a returning, right? A reviewing. It's the retrograde, the redoing, the slowing down into what we have learned, into the depths, into the wisdom, into the mysteries, into what has died. Where do we have to travel to in the underworld? Pluto is that ruler of transformation of the underworld itself. So Pluto is going to start going into that retrograde energy. So there will be kind of deeper insights on various things revealed to us. Along with that new moon in Taurus, we have the solar eclipse. So this is a partial solar eclipse. It's happening at 4:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just with the new moon energetics, a solar eclipse, what's being eclipsing? Pluto's gone retrograde. So I think there's something going to be revealed to us. We're going to really see and understand something by the end of this month so that we can then go in, see it, get a very clean, clear understanding, and it'll present to you whatever way it needs to present to you. But then there's the returning, passing through something to return to the light because it is a solar eclipse. So what's been hidden will be revealed to you. And we have that beautiful, it will help you with that foundational energy that's going on. So what else do we got here? So on the 5th of April, we have Venus is entering Pisces, intuitive, deep nurturing of the emotional aspects of ourselves, Venus, sensual, beauty, relationship. She's entering into that Pisces part of the zodiac sign. On the 10th, we have Mercury, communication, planet of communication. So Venus, planet of love and relationships and beauty, ruling Taurus. Mercury entering Taurus. So Mercury, communication, like I said, so entering Taurus. So our communication in that, it's going to feel much more grounded and practical when it comes to the 10th of April. Then on the 14th, we have Mars entering Pisces. So Mars is just behind Venus now. He'll be entering into the watery Pisces. I wouldn't say that's overly a happy spot for Mars. He slows down a bit there. He doesn't get to move forward as quickly as he likes because it's not in a fire sign, which his home place is Aries, where we are right now. So he'll move in and have to slow it down and feel and connect into his emotions. So there will be that on the 14th. The 19th, like I said, the sun is entering into Taurus. So we leave behind Aries season and we welcome the next turn of the zodiac wheel into the earthly Taurus, into the bull energy. And then the 29th, like I said, Pluto retrograde. And also on the 20th, Mercury will enter Gemini. So Mercury is moving really fast. So we only have a little bit with it being in Pisces. So when it's in, not Pisces, Mercury being in Taurus and that earthy groundedness, we only have from the 10th to the 29th of that grounded, solid, practical communication. And then when Mercury gets into Gemini, well, into one of its home loving spaces it likes to be in, communication is going to be heightened for us. The mind, the thoughts, the logic, the downloading, everything starts to get heightened on the 29th for us in that way. So hopefully we can remember as we had it just an earthy Taurus and we're working with this 4 energy to keep all that mental stimulation downloads to hopefully weave it down while we're in Taurus season to make it more rooted in us and more practical and more connected to what is true for us and real and aligned. And then we finish our month, like I said, new moon and solar eclipse. So that's like the astrological realm of things and numerology. At the turning of the wheel, we have the Beltane season turning the wheel of the year at the end of the month too. I always like to celebrate right as the sun's setting on the 30th of April to welcome into Beltane. Of course, we have a true marker of Beltane that happens somewhere between the 6th and the 8th or so of May. But a lot of people will celebrate it at that time from sundown on the 30th through to when the sun sets on May 1st. We refer to it also as May Day. So lots of energy happening. There is many other major astrological stuff that is happening beyond this. This is keeping it kind of high note, hopefully more tangible, digestible for you to navigate in. Tarot wise, I did a post when we entered into April, and I had posted about 3 tarot cards and of the energetics of what we're going into. So 1 April is that Fool's energy, right? The first card of the tarot, ready to start out trusting, taking a leap. And then I have the first card of the tarot, and which is the Magician, of like, what tools, what magical tools, what's in your box, what is the alchemy within you that you're going to bring along for this journey ahead. And then the third card was the High Priestess. And so how are we going to open up and receive and be in communication with our higher self, with divine, with source, as we move through this month? So there's that new beginning. What tools, what have you learned? What wisdom will you take, and how will you connect that out into your community, in with partnerships, out into divine, in with yourself? All of those things. What's hooking to you, to hooking to source? How are you bringing that out and weaving it in your life? And I bring up the tarot a bit because, first of all, I love working with the tarot. I do have a tarot weavers workshop that's starting on the 12th of April. I'll put that link in the description if you're interested to join us on a 4-week journey. And the following month, I have the soul astrology program that I run for the 7-week program. And I also have an option that you can bundle those 2 programs together if they interest you. So those will be in the link. So, oh my gosh, so much, a beautiful month ahead for us. A beautiful, beautiful month. And I personally love Taurus season. I love Beltane. I love how we can feel spring is arriving. Though sometimes in my area, we think, it could be December at times. And other days we're like, oh, spring. So that's just how that weaving it up and down is. And we may feel that. We may feel that energy within us as we're trying to find a new equilibrium within ourselves, a new way. So be gentle with yourself for this month ahead. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, post them below. I always love to hear them. And enjoy this fresh new start of April 2022.